Happy Sunday. Here's a little rant for you. I was thinking about this as I woke up. It might not feel good, but it's real. Subtraction is necessary for your growth, right? A lot of us say that we want change and we want to be better. We say that we want to evolve and heal and grow and mature and be transformed. And all of that sounds good. But the truth is, growth is not just about what you add. Sometimes growth is about what you finally have the courage to remove and let go of. Let me make it plain and simple today. If you're trying to lose weight and you say, I'm going to start eating healthier, I'm going to eat grains, I'm going to eat my kale and my greens, and I'm going to make better choices about what I put into my system. You know, that sounds good. That sounds responsible. That sounds like progress. But baby, let's be honest. If you were still eating a full pizza and then eating a full bag of kale, the kale does not magically reach into your stomach and snatch the pizza back out, right? That's not how it works. That's not how transformation really works. You cannot keep indulging in what's destroying you and then assume that one healthy decision is going to cancel out all of the damage, right? And the same principle applies in the spirit. Just because you go to church, it doesn't mean that you're going to be transformed. Just because you call yourself spiritual doesn't mean that you're actually surrendering your flesh, right? Just because you pray sometimes or journal or worship sometimes or post scriptures or, all of that, engage in all of that stuff that feels anointed and a part of a calling, it doesn't mean that you've actually let go of the things that are sabotaging your life. Let's be real. Some of us are trying to add God without subtracting sin, right? We're trying to add discipline without subtracting dysfunction. We're trying to add healing language without subtracting toxic behavior and toxic relationships and toxic habits. We're trying to add worship without subtracting disobedience. And then we get frustrated, we get confused, we get discouraged, and we say, Lord, why am I still in this season? Why do I keep going through these same cycles? Why am I still dealing with this same frustration? Where are you at, God, great God? And the harder truth may be this: God is not missing in your life, but your willingness to let go might be, because there has to be a shift in your mindset, a shift in your perception, a shift in what entertains you, a shift in what you excuse, a shift in what you keep dragging with you while God is asking and wanting to elevate you, right? See, your mindset impacts your perception. Perceptions mold behavior, and behavior shapes expectations. And yes, anybody can have an expectation to be better. Anybody can say they want more. Anybody can say, this is the year for me. Anybody can shout and dance and cry and declare victory. But where is the work? Where is your surrender? Where is the discipline? Where is the honesty? Where is the decision to finally cut off what you know is killing you and your progress? Because going to church while refusing to release known sin will not change your outcome. I'm sorry to tell you, it won't change your outcome. In fact, it might make it worse, because now you've exposed the truth, but you're still choosing bondage. Now you know better, but you keep entertaining what is breaking you. Now you keep asking God for freedom while sleeping with your chains. Come on now. And that creates a lot of tension. That creates inner turmoil. That creates the kind of frustration that comes with wanting the promise without participating in the pruning. Let me say this: you cannot keep feeding your flesh and expect your spirit to lead. You cannot keep protecting the habits that poison you and then be shocked when your life keeps producing bitter fruit. Come on now. You cannot keep calling stagnation an attack when some of it really is unaddressed disobedience. See, growth requires addition, yes, but real growth also requires subtraction. Some things you have to let go of. Some mindsets have to die. Some habits have to be broken. Some relationships have to be reevaluated. Some secret indulgences have to be confronted. And some excuses have to be buried, because there are always going to be doors that God will open for you, but there are other doors that will never open until you let go of what has truly kept you from growing and has attacked you, your mind, your body, and your spirit. You don't need more inspiration if you're refusing instruction. You don't need another word to keep ignoring the one that you already got. You don't need more kale on top of that pizza. You need discipline to put the pizza down. Subtraction is not punishment. It's preparation. It's clearing. It's pruning. It's making room. It's evidence that you're finally serious about becoming who you keep praying that you want to become. So before you ask God, where is he at in all of this? You need to ask yourself this. What am I still holding on to that God has already told me to release? What am I still feeding that should have been destroyed and starved by now? What am I still justifying that is delaying my growth and my progress? Because sometimes the breakthrough is not what you need to add. Sometimes the breakthrough is what you need to subtract.